Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Lux, Illuminated, and I'll be facing off against the Jarvan adventure from the Spirit Blossom campaign. I figured that since I need to beat it with a Demacian champion, Lux Illuminated has the best odds of winning, because I can just go for a big swing turn against most encounters. Hopefully things work out that way. I am taking the Fear Cleaving Axe because we do a lot of giving both impact and spirit to our units, so that's going to buff up all of my units. It also works to make it so Lux levels up easier. Lux Incandescent Baton, obviously, so we have more starting mana. And the Crown Guard Inheritance, so that when we level up Lux, we rally. Natural Selection, Haunting Hall, Titanic Wake. What keywords do we have? We have Spirit, Impact, Barrier. We have Challenger in the Laurent Protégé. And the Aberrant Mage Seeker. We can't really proc a natural selection, so it's either Haunting Hall or Titanic Wake. The thing is, Haunting Hall, or I mean Titanic Wake, doesn't really synergize with our deck, and Haunting Hall might work, but I don't think it's good enough. We need to reroll. Allies have fated, the foes takes an extra damage from all sources. Allies have fated is interesting because it can work. We have a couple of spells that do target our own units, specifically the Prismatic Barrier we get at the round start for free. Yeah, let's take the fated. I still don't know how we're going to survive the next couple or the first couple of turns, because we definitely need a way to develop a board, and we need to protect Lux. But we do start with 4 mana, that's a plus. Maybe I can go 3 into 1. I think that's the play. Then again, the opponent starts, or this opponent has single combat in hand, or in the deck, so I don't know if it has it in hand. I'm going to do 1 into 3, just in case. Okay, no longer is able to go for the single combat. So let's do this. Unfortunately, the Ezreal is going to die here because the opponent just blocks with that, yep. But I want to make it so the Citria doesn't get barrier next turn. And here I can go 2, and I have barrier, just in case. He will probably pull with the Fleet Feather Tracker, but he didn't pull exactly what I expected him to pull. I figured he would pull the 3/3 Luminous Sprite. This is probably the best outcome for me, because now I can go for a 3 spirits here. I'm going to just give everything, or boost all of my units, and then I can do this. Let's do that in this one because it already has impact. And now we attack with 1 billion damage to the opponent's Nexus. Yep. The double Luminous Sprite is basically a guaranteed combo if they can buff up something else, or guaranteed kill if they can buff up something else.
I'll go easy next time.
And we only lost a negligible amount of life in that encounter. It was like 4 or something. So I'd say that's a very good first showing for this deck. Do I think the Emperor's Prosperity? I guess, just because it's a decent enough card. And I don't want to spend all of my rerolls right there at the start. Hecarim, Poppy, Lilia. Poppy gives us the Yordle Squire, which gives us a decent spell. But that's about it. Lilia has the whole sleep package going on. But I don't think that's relevant enough, right? I think Poppy might be better. Yordle Squire is decent as a blocker because it comes back to life anyway. And Poppy curves from the Lux. Yordle Smith is not the best though. I figure I'll just take Poppy. Aid the Spirit. Silence the player's strongest unit is a big no. When you summon an ally, set itself to 1. For a hold it. Does that matter? Most of my units don't have a lot of health by default anyway. But it can be relevant if the opponent has damage-based removal. Do I risk the overconfident for the sake of the hold it? Hold it is a very good stall option. If we can keep a board during our first 2 turns, we kill, or the first 2 turns we kill the opponent on the 3rd turn with our Lux attack. But let's see if we even get the Lux to begin with. Let's forego the extra power. Spells chest or gold chest. These guys have Overwhelm, which is a problem. So let's go for the Home and Hawk encounter. The opponent's going to have a lot of high attack units, but if we just jump block and survive, we can probably just close out the game. Let's keep both the Luminous Sprites. Hopefully we get Lux here. Yes, we do. And we get a 1-drop to go alongside her. Let's play the 1-drop first. See if the opponent has any removal. Doesn't appear like it. That's fine. Do I want... I'm going to go for the attack. Because it threatens the opponent enough to the point where he has to block here, I think. Or maybe not, maybe it just blocks with the Unscarred River. That's decent enough anyway, because we did buff up the Yordle Squire. And we can use the Yordle Square to block something. I'm going to play a Luminous Sprite here.
Nothing escapes my line.
He only has 2 threatening units, so I'm fine. The problem is exactly he pulls with the Omen Hawk, the unit I wanted to use to block one of the threatening units. So now I'm forced to throw my Luminous Sprite for the Lux. And obviously I want to keep the Lux around, so I have to throw the Luminous Sprite. Which is a worst case scenario. Because now I can no longer go for a massive kill turn. I mean, I still can. It just won't be that good.
Yeah, and even bigger weapons.
I still think I can close out the game here.
God won't fail.
Like, my units get buffed up by a whole bunch. I'm going to play the Lohan Protégé, maybe it's too greedy. Okay, he decided to not target the unit with barrier. That's important.
The light.
I want to get rid of this one. All my units have barrier except this one, but it doesn't matter.
Out every shadow.
As long as I deal a bunch of damage here,
Defends its own. We fight
it's fine.
together. Demacia defends its own.
Really, no blocks. The opponent just accepts the death. Okay.
Come on. I'll go easy next time.
Maybe I could have gone ahead and picked up the overconfident. We are playing like our units have basically 1 health anyway. Then again, my Lohan Protégé would have died if it had 1 health there. I don't know if that matters. Do I want a minion? Not particularly. But it's not like the other options are that much better. Let's reroll. Warding Charm, Yordle Squire. An ally 4+ power captures an unit, or an ally captures a landmark. I'll pick up more Yordle Squires. Now we get a gold chest. Ooh. Alpha Wild Claw is extremely scary. The fact that he can attack every turn is going to make us take a bunch of damage right here at the start. Let's keep the form up and the Lux. At the very least we can use the Yordle Squire as a jump blocker. Not like it matters a lot against the 11 attack Alpha Wild Claw. I can drop down the Poppy to capture it, but if the opponent has a challenger unit, I'd just release that thing yet again. Well, he can't have something better than that, or bigger than that, I think. And it appears I was correct. He doesn't even attack with the Adultski Snow Dog, that's extremely lucky. Let's play a 1-drop that can jump block that thing.
Don't be a hero. Pip it! I've got a new tactic. Defensive stance.
I can go
Hope you're sturdy.
for 1 here, protect that thing, soften up the Bull Elnuk a little bit,
Demacia will lead the way.
and then next turn I'll go Luminous Sprite, Barrier, Poppy. I block or attack with the Poppy, but I have double Luminous Sprite. I can go for a big turn here.
From the light.
Let's do that there.
Ready, hammer? Ready, hammer?
And go. I rally here, so even if the opponent somehow survives, I still win,
What was I so afraid of?
because I can attack again.
Brings us together. Demacia defend. We got this.
Oh, yep. We got extremely lucky drawing the second Luminous Sprite. I wasn't sure we would have been able to close out the game without it.
Quest complete. On to the next one.
I think against Braum we'll have an extremely easy matchup. Most of Braum's units are 0 attack by default anyway, so we can afford to take it slow for the first few turns, and then we can set up a large board that just overwhelms Braum in a single turn. Shared mana flow. Yeah, I think I benefit more from the mana than the opponents do. And then I can go for the healer. Let's cut a card. Obviously we're cutting the Lohan Protégé because it's on the weaker side.
Today will be exciting day.
Now let's see, 3 spirits or 3 sprites. I think I can toss all of these, just skip the Ordal Squire. He starts with a Braum. We both start with 5 mana. I'm going to pass, see what the opponent does. Scar grounds right away. We don't have our luminous sprites, which are the things that give our deck lethality. That's a bit unfortunate. I can go 3 into double 1. But that's not really that great. I guess I'll go 3 into 2. And then do I attack? I don't really feel like attacking. I can stall out the game here. If I do this, it goes up to 6, okay. That's a bit unfortunate. I guess I'll do the prismatic barrier. Start working on buffing that up. The opponent gets a Mighty Poro, he buffs up his board for a bit.
What is it you seek?
I think we might still be able to go for a big attack this turn, even without the... We can still go for a big attack here without the 3 sprite. Let's just boost all our units.
The Elk of Bones summons.
And then we do this. We're going to pull with our Vanguard Defender. #11 attack. This kills the Braum. And it levels up the Lux in the process. He can't really jump block as well. So I'm going to go for this attack. Even though I could have summoned another unit to go alongside this. I think this will have to do. The opponent only takes 11. Okay. That's not good enough. I think I still win. Let's just do this. Actually, let's change the order a little bit. Make sure we maximize the amount of damage we deal. Like that. Yep. Pretty simple. We didn't even lose that much health. It went about as well as I expected. Just like I figured, the opponent couldn't really put a lot of pressure on us in our weakest turns, turn 1 and turn 2, so we could just close out the game on turn 3. Let's go for extra stats on Lux. I don't really plan on having my champions dying, so the rally banner does nothing. And an ally survives damage granted +2/+2. It works on barrier like we learned last encounter. So yeah, I think this is decent. Each round after you play 3 cards, your cards cost 3 more this round. I think I can afford to take it, because we don't really do a lot of casting a bunch of, or playing a bunch of cards in a turn. In our last turn we just drop down 1 or 2 units and then just swing with everything. Also I picked the Unscarred River because I feel like we have an easier time against it than the the Mage Seeker, because against the Scar River we can just hopefully just let things be and let him swing with his 0 attack units, and then we go for a big turn afterwards. Like, yeah, sure, I could go for an attack here, but I don't need to. Those units are not a threat, and him dropping down a additional Scar Grounds doesn't do anything for us or for him. Tarkas the Tribeless. Now that's a threat, because he buffs up those unscarred rivers. I definitely want to play the Prismatic Barrier. I guess I'll drop down the Vanguard Defender because it's a easy jump blocker. Okay, I didn't expect that attack. That just means I can go for that here. And that accomplishes nothing. Well, if the opponent wants to play it that way, I'll just do this. Start buffing up the Luminous Sprite for our big turn next turn. Ooh, Pompous Cavalier is huge here. I drop him down. I go for this here. And then I attack with Lux, like so. And the opponent takes 1 billion damage from the double attack Pompous Cavalier. And depending on how he blocks here, I can either form up or Lux's Incandescence in order to deal a bunch of damage. Yeah, the opponent has nothing. The legendary power we get here isn't incredible, but it's very good because it basically means we can use one of our units as a jump blocker per turn and we'll be fine because that unit comes back to life. Undying Legion. It also means that we can be a little bit more proactive with playing Lux. We don't have to worry about removal all that much. Do I want Focusing Crystal on the Pompous Cavalier? Nah. But Quick Strike Blade Ezreal isn't that great either, so I guess Emperor's Prosperity summoning a unit this is the best choice. Early Bird. You know what? Synergistic with our deck. Let's take it. And let's go for the champion item chest. The other choice wasn't really that appealing. The opponent's units having regeneration can be troublesome. It means I can soften them up on a first turn in order to swing on a second turn. Ooh, that's unfortunate, we don't draw Lux as well. That can be a problem. Let's just do Poppy. Try to play with Poppy. I might be able to bait the opponent into blocking Poppy here. And that's good because this makes it so the opponent's unit dies and buffs up Poppy. I think we'll be able to win even without Lux, thanks to that. Now none of the opponent's units are all that threatening, because I can just block them with Poppy, like this. The extra mana is definitely paying off. Also, the opponent gave me extra mana for this encounter, so this power is also working in my favor.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
I'm dropping down the Luminous Sprite because this turn I intend to go 3 sprites, just boost all of my units and then go for a swing turn.
They should take notes.
Like this. And the opponent dies. Yep. Okay. That was a very good showing for not having Lux in our opening hand.
I got lucky. You'll get me next time.
Now all that's left is Jarvan IV. O Nomad's Medallion on the Aberrant Mage Seeker is incredible. It's probably one of the most awkward cards to play in this deck. Shadow Totem Lux. I think it has an edge over the Black Cleaver because it allows me to go for an attack on the first turn. But then again, Lux becomes a 6-12 with the Black Cleaver, and this can cause us to level up Lux on the first turn, which is not great. We'd much rather her level up on the third turn or second attack turn. So yeah, let's take the Black Cleaver. And for the card cut, Vanguard Defender, Yordle Smith. I'm going to cut the Yordle Smith because the Vanguard Defender replaces itself at least.
I will proudly serve.
Yordle Squire, form up, Light Feather, 3 sprites. I'll keep the Yordle Squire and the form up, toss the Light Feather back because I want a higher chance of getting Lux. This is actually a very good hand for me. You can go Lux, Light Feather, and then on our attacking turn we can go for the Luminous Sprite.
I am Luxana.
Are you ready to lead, my son?
I am ready
Damn.
to try, Father.
He didn't really waste any time playing the
Away the shadows.
Jarvan, I see. I think I'll Prismatic Barrier actually.
Fight together.
How dare you!
Try to preserve the Light Feather on board. I know for a fact that the opponent's actually going to pull with his Jarvan with the double attack. So I could use the Prismatic Barrier here in order to survive that attack.
Who are you again?
Honestly, that's fine. You can take the 3-3 Light Feather. Is that all? You're doing it again. That's a bit more unexpected.
Protect the faithful.
I'm still going to let him though. It's not like I need that Light Feather to win.
Reporting
Let's play Yordle Squire
in. Finders
as a blocker, then attacks, which is to be expected. But I can do this, just jump block those two, use the Emperor's Favor to generate 2 cards, or to generate a blocker for this unit. And you know what, in order to keep this unit around, I'll do this. I don't need to worry about the Yordle Square because it has Deathless. And now the opponent dies because I can just go Luminous Sprite. I'll actually go for a very big turn. I'll go Luminous Sprite and Pompous Cavalier. Do this, this. Attack with the Azrael, Yordle Squire, and the Aspiring Chronomancer. Let's you defend that, opponent.
casts out every shadow. Magic brings us together. What was they so afraid of? Demacia defends its own.
Leave this place.
Poor guy can't do anything. He decided that playing the bad Jarvan was more important.
My best sidekicks yet.
And I would have been able to go for a swing right afterwards as well. So yeah, that was definitely the best outcome for us. We got kind of lucky with this run, but the champion itself is also very strong. So I'd say it was a combination of both. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.